Join me as I take on the challenge of memorizing and applying powerful language learning quotes to boost fluency. We'll explore how these nuggets of wisdom can unlock new levels in our language learning journey. Learning a new language is not just about grammar rules and vocabulary lists. It's about having the right mindset to get through tough times. Stay motivated and push forward even when it feels like you are not making progress. Learning a language can be tough. There are times when we feel like giving up, when we feel like we were not good enough, when we feel like we are not making progress fast enough. We struggle with motivation, perseverance, and self-doubt. But that is where the power of inspiration comes in. This quote comes from the language learning legend Steve Kaufmann. He says, and I quote, "The more you use a language, the more you will want to use it." This quote speaks to me because it's true. The more we use a language, the more confident we become. The more we see progress, the more we want to keep using it. It becomes a positive feedback loop. When we first start learning a language, it can be intimidating. We are second guessing ourselves, worried about making mistakes and afraid to speak. But the more we use the language, the more comfortable we become. Those little victories, like understanding a native speaker for the first time or successfully ordering a coffee in your target language, such moments fuel our desire to keep going. It is like a snowball effect. The more you use the language, the bigger the snowball gets. And the faster it rolls down the hill, picking up more snow, or in this case, language skills along the way. By chance, if you are feeling stuck in your language learning journey, remember this quote and start using the language more. It doesn't matter if it's just for a few minutes each day. The key is consistency and finding opportunities to engage with the language in any way you can. Talk to yourself, think in the language, listen to music, watch movies, read books, write in a journal, find a language partner, join a conversation group. Anything that gets you using the language actively. You will be surprised at how quickly your desire to use the language grows. This quote comes from the polyglot extraordinaire Luca Lampariello. He says, "Language learning is a journey, not a destination." It's about the process of learning, growth, and self-improvement. When we focus on the journey, we see real progress. We start to appreciate every interaction, mistake, and challenge. We become more present and engaged in the process. Remember, language learning is not a race, it's a marathon. The most important thing is to enjoy the ride. Let us move on to a quote from Nelson Mandela. He said, "If you talk to a man in a language he understands, that goes to his head. If you talk to him in his language, that goes to his heart." This quote is powerful because it reminds us of the importance of language in connecting with people. When we learn someone's language, we're showing them that we care, that we are interested in their culture, that we're interested in them as a person. And that is when real connections are made. Think about a time when someone made an effort to speak to you in your native language, even if they were not fluent. Didn't it make you feel respected, valued, and connected to that person? Language has the power to break down barriers and build bridges between people from different cultures and backgrounds. When we speak to someone in their native language, we're not just conveying information, we're conveying emotions, sharing experiences, building relationships. It is like we are unlocking a secret door to their heart, a door that can only be opened with the key of their language. So the next time you are learning a new language, remember this quote and think about the people you'll be able to connect with, the cultures you will be able to understand, and the relationships you will be able to build. Let that be your motivation, your driving force, your reason for pushing through the tough times and never giving up. Let's delve into a quote from the renowned French writer and pilot Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. He wrote, "Language is the roadmap of a culture. It tells you where its people come from and where they are going." This quote is profound because it reminds us that language is not just a tool for communication. It's a window into a culture, a way of understanding a people's history, their values, their customs. When we learn a language, we're not just learning words and grammar rules. We are learning about people, their culture, Every language is filled with idioms, expressions, and proverbs that reflect the unique history, values, and beliefs of the people who speak it. By learning these nuances of a language, we gain a deeper understanding and appreciation for the culture from which it originates. We start to see the world through the eyes of its people, to understand their perspectives, and to appreciate their traditions. As you embark on your language learning journey, remember that you are not just learning a language. You are embarking on a cultural adventure. You are opening yourself up to a whole new world of experiences, perspectives, and connections. Embrace the journey, explore the culture, and let the language be your guide. To recap, today we have shared powerful language learning quotes that I hope will inspire and motivate you to keep going, to keep pushing forward, even when the going gets tough. Remember, language learning is a journey, not a destination. It is about the process of learning, the process of growth, the process of self-improvement. When we focus on the journey rather than the destination, that's when we start to see real progress. I want to hear from you. Tell me, what is your favorite language learning quote? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the Modlingua Live channel. Goodbye and adios.